Hello, my dears. How are you doing? Hope you're well and hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel to support me yet again. It's so good to have you on board. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel and join the family. So today I'm so excited, like I've never smiled like this. Well, yeah, I smile a lot, but I'm so excited, like there's a lot of joy in my heart. And indeed, the joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Like anybody who has ever done a home build, they can really relate very well with how hectic, how emotionally draining, and how financially draining it is to embark on a home building journey. And so today, our 3-bedroom house has had some major facelift. Yeah. And my goodness, initially, I was very skeptical about the change that I'm about to show you, because I felt like, that's like it's going to cost an extra amount for us to do. And yeah, but now looking at the outcome or the progress, like I'm super happy. Like I feel like I could literally move into the house already. Yes, it's not even, it's 70% done, but my goodness, God does work. Like God just answers prayers, and whew, it's been a journey. So yeah, we've been doing the Ugandan type ceiling in that 3-bedroom bungalow, and it's complete. We are only left with a small part, which is plastering it, and then we'll be ready for the next phase. Like it's been a long time coming. Yeah. So yeah, let me show you. A concrete slab, also known as the Ugandan ceiling, is an excellent choice for bungalows, especially in hot climates. This is because they offer durability, safety, thermal comfort, and the maintenance is very low. Yes, it might be more expensive at the start, but in the long term, the benefits make it a worthwhile investment. So to do the concrete slab ceiling for your bungalow, if that's an option for your ceiling, if you're considering to do the Ugandan ceiling or the permanent ceiling, also known as the concrete slab ceiling, then you will need sand, rock dust, which is optional. For us, we used rock dust as well, cement, and coffee tray, which is, I would really recommend the heavy gauge. And of course, you'd also need nails. So for us initially, the plan was to simply do the concrete ceiling on the front and rear porch for security reasons, because after they built the house, there was this space that was there that we felt that somebody could use to access the house. So instead of doing what is normally known as beam filling, as we decided to do the Ugandan ceiling or the concrete slab ceiling. But then after we finished putting up the slab ceiling in these two porches, it turned out actually to be quite great. And so we ended up doing the whole house. A big dent in the pocket, but in the long run, I'm sure it's definitely going to be worth it. And the outcome so far has been quite great. So if you didn't know what a coffee tray is, this is how coffee tray looks like. So this is what is remaining. And yeah, there are two types. Thicker one, like a very light gauge one, and this is a heavy gauge. So yes, so this is what is left. We've used almost 10 rolls, and each roll is always about 25 meters for the house. So this one maybe we'll use elsewhere. And yes, so hopefully after this, the next step will be to, after plastering, the next step of course will be to put the gypsum. And we are nearing the end. We are nearing the end, guys. We are nearing the end. So let me know, what are your thoughts about Ugandan ceiling? It has so many advantages. And the first one being like it helps to regulate the heat in the house. Like during the day, it traps all that heat, and then during the night, it releases the heat, and the house becomes, warm. So it helps to regulate the heat between cold and hot. So yes, another advantage that I would talk about that comes with doing the Ugandan ceiling, an additional structural strength. The structural strength of the house is reinforced because the concrete ceiling will add some structural stability to the house, and it will even make the roof to be more secure from strong winds and even storms. So if you're in an area where it is like extremely windy, like you experience a lot of storms, then definitely this would be something you can consider. And also, it also has some aesthetic flexibility. Like there's a lot you can do to beautify the ceiling. Yes, you can plaster it and then paint it, and you can also add some various designs. So for us, we just did a flat one because later on we'll be doing some gypsum. But if you're not going to put gypsum, then you can just do some very nice designs, and nobody will even tell easily. So that's also another great advantage of this type of ceiling. The flexibility it offers when it comes to working around it to make sure that you have that aesthetic beauty that you're looking for. And then the other advantage it's made us to really do it is also the fact that it is moisture resistance, especially if you're living in humid areas. Nakuru is not very humid, but the specific part we've built the house, that place like jua inaweza waka ni kama imetumwa. The sun can scorch, and it can get quite humid sometimes. So that also was another reason, and also the fact that the concrete ceiling is like there's a very low likelihood for it to experience water damage that could occur from leaking roofs. So in case they missed some parts, or maybe they put a nail and it left a hole that was not sealed properly, sometimes you get those leaks when it rains, and you have these rings on the normal ceiling. But now with the concrete ceiling, then the chances of dealing with such issues, it's very minimal. And well, this idea, my hubby came with it because being a Ugandan, he felt like, we could really use it, and I'm happy. In as much as I was skeptical about it at first, I'm happy. So the extra cash used in this has definitely been worth it. So yes, let's catch up next time. I'll be giving you more updates, and hopefully maybe an unfinished house tour. Let me know, would that be a good idea to do an unfinished house tour? Is that something that you'd like to see? Let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much. If you've liked it so far, subscribe to the channel. Bye.